Buckle in, guys. July had 40 dividends this month, and I hit 2 milestones. One was I got paid a double-digit dividend, and the other was my best month ever. And we will see how my dividends did compared to last July, and how I did compared to all dividends received last year. But before we get into all of that, in case you're new to the channel, I'm Andrew, and this is my investment journey, where I like to talk about dividend-paying stocks, where you can invest in them to receive passive income and reach financial freedom. So if you like to earn while you sleep and you're on a journey to retire early, then hit that subscribe button. I'd love to stay connected as we grow our portfolios and collect that money. Speaking of which, leave me a comment below and let me know what stocks paid you a dividend this month. I'm curious to know how well you did. Now, on to the dividends. I'm going to go through this pretty fast for the sake of time, but if you want to see a more in-depth videos on dividends I received, then check out my weekly dividend updates in the left-hand corner. The first dividend up is Walt Disney. That paid 40 cents US, and they just restarted their dividend back up in December. Alright, the next one's Prospect Capital for $1.90 US. Then we got Mainfreight, which is $2.67 New Zealand. And the Vanguard Australian High Shares for $2.35 Australian. And then Stag Industries for whopping 8 cents. Realty Income for $3.32. And Main Street Capital for 91 cents. And then EPR Properties for 65 cents, and then Cube Smart for $4.60, and then Avalon Bay Communities for 43 cents, and then Alexandria Realty for $1.33, and then Agree Realty for 59 cents, and then Taiwan Semiconductors for 35 cents, and then Mondelza International for 60 cents, Essex Property Trust for 79 cents, American Tower Corp for $1.62, Beta Shares S&P 500 for $1.93 Australian, and then Altria Group for $10.74, AGNC for 92 cents, and then FedEx for $2.05, and then VC Properties for $1.58, HP for 51 cents, the Vanguard S&P 500, the VU, for 42 cents, the Vanguard Real Estate Index for $1.37, the Vanguard Appreciation Index for 62 cents, Pembina Pipeline for 22 cents, Coca-Cola for 48 cents, Paramount Global for 37 cents, Dynex Capital for 53 cents, Prologist for $1.07, and then you got PepsiCo for 23 cents, Nvidia for a whopping 2 cents, LTC Properties for 33 cents, Gladstone Capital Corp for 73 cents, Extra Storage Space for $3.30, Digital Realty Trust for 78 cents, Broadcom for 50 cents, Orchard Island Capital for 47 cents, Main Street Capital for $1.05, Meta Platforms for 13 cents. Now that's a long list of dividends, so let's get to the total and how I did compared to July last year. So in July last year, I received $8.08 New Zealand, or $4.75 US. Compared to this month, I received $101.33 New Zealand, or $59.70 US. So I've outperformed last year by a whopping 1,156%. Now, let's see how we're doing compared to all the dividends received from last year compared to this year so far. So, last year, ending on the last day of December, I had received $91.74 New Zealand, or $53.98 US. And this year, so far, I've earned $390.08 New Zealand, or $229.91 US. So my dividend income has surpassed last year's dividends by 335%. Ooh, she's looking good. And now, if you've got any questions, queries, problems, theories, leave them in the comments below. Have a safe investing journey.